What's up YouTube? Intricate Explorer today. I'm an adventure photographer, and for today's adventure, I'm going to Jacob's Well, which is this well that has extremely clear water in it that you could actually see to the bottom of. You can see like multiple layers of growth along the sides of it, and people jump in it, they swim in it. There's divers who go deep diving into the caverns of it. It's pretty nuts. So I came at 8 a.m. on a Tuesday when I'm certain there's gonna be no one else here. It's also freezing out. I think it's like 36 degrees out right now. So granted, no one's here right now. It's one of those places where I figured if you're gonna go, there's literally one spot everyone's looking at. So you really have to get there when there's no one there. Even if there's just a few people there, it's probably gonna ruin a picture. So I'm here early, let's go do it. No swimming the 1st through the 30th. Apparently they're restoring the habitat. So the cave is actually a pretty famous diving spot for scuba divers to go in and research what's below it. The only problem is there's these two gaps called restrictions, which are little holes to get down to the bigger chamber of the cave, the underwater cave, that are literally only big enough for like a body to fit through. So if you do it wrong, you can actually get stuck and run out of oxygen. So there's actually been 9 divers who have died here in the past couple years trying to dive below. So you have to be extremely careful if you're gonna be scuba diving here. Right, jump at your own risk. No lifeguard on duty. Let's do it. All right, so here it is. Boom. And it just goes deep down there. Gotta figure out a way to get a shot of this. Now look at that. Check that out. Little turtle just hanging out. Hopefully it doesn't fall into the darkness. Alright, so for this first shot here, it's a little bit of a sketchy shot, mainly because the tripod is positioned really funky on these slippery rocks. They're made out of this like certain texture and they just slip and slide, like you slip like crazy on these things. Look at this. So got the tripod right there, got the pathway going out to there, the well right there. So essentially, I'm gonna slide over here. What I did was got one in a hook there, and nothing really there. So I'm just kind of hoping it doesn't move. It feels pretty steady right now without the wind. And then basically what I'm doing is I'm gonna stand right over there, because there's a nice outline where I could stand right there, be red, and not really interfere with the subject area. If I stand there, it's gonna be too much. It looks too big because it's too close. Out there, it's too far away, and it's probably gonna get lost amongst all these trees, the redness of my jacket. So right there seems to be the best spot. So I'm just gonna set the timer for like 60 seconds, run over there, run down, and then get in position over there and get some shots. That's the plan. And that's why you have insurance on your gear, so you can do crazy shit like this. So that shot was actually taken on a 10mm lens, which is ultra wide angle. The reason I was doing that is because I have so much data that I'm trying to capture, like lengthwise, that I need to cram it all into one frame. And that allows me to do that. So wide angle lenses are great for when you're trying to capture tight spaces, indoor spaces like churches or real estate photography. The thing you want to be careful about is distortion. So if you look way off to the edges, if I can even reach out there, it starts to distort. So it'll start to pull the image apart in ways that don't look realistic at all. So if you're trying to go for some abstract photography, it's a great way to get into that. But if you're trying to portray some kind of realistic scene, you generally want to crop these crazy edges out because they just don't look good. You guys ever had Soylent before? Stuff is amazing, and this isn't a sponsored ad at all. I just love the stuff. I've been drinking it a lot lately. 20% of your daily nutrition. So you could actually completely live off these things. The owner actually lived off them for like 2 years before he did it, and to be honest, I'm drinking like 5 a day right now, and I have a small little snack to help funnel that when I like work out or something. I need a few extra calories. Because if you have 5 a day, it's literally 2,000 calories. So it's nuts. So I'm out exploring and stuff. I honestly don't even need to like go to the grocery stores, cook, whatnot. I know I released a whole video on how to cook if you do want to do that. This is obviously super extreme, but once you get in it, it's just super easy. Just pop it and start drinking. It kind of just tastes like the milk you drink after Cheerios. Another shot I'm really enjoying is the way these bridges lead the eye out. So just boom, right out to that centerpiece down there. It's a nice little walkway using the wide angle lens to get all this data in the frame. And check this out. So I'm gonna drop some quick fun facts about this place. Number 1, there's over 6 species of crustaceans that live down in the bottom of the well. 2, one passage in the cave actually measures 4,500 feet. 3, there actually used to be tons of acres and neighborhoods in the surrounding area, but the local conservationists actually bought out the area and have been preserving the well recently and the surrounding ecosystem. Next, I get some shot of these leaves. I really got to focus on getting some more like macro shots because I always just go for the big picture shots, and I really want to tone my skills on more of like a well-rounded instead of just the big epic scene shots. That dude in the background just scared the absolute shit out of me. I did not see him coming. I just turned around there, he just stayed there like looking at me. I'm like, what the fuck? He's just a park ranger though. So yeah, he was just telling me about how this area just is closed for swimming right now because obviously I'm not swimming, but I was asking him why, and it's because during the winter, after everyone's been swimming basically all summer, like all this algae and stuff that's growing in the water just basically completely clears out from just all the humans and bacteria they bring with it swimming in it. So they close it during the winter times, basically fall, winter, to let it rebuild some of its vegetation and growth. And he was also telling me it actually drops about 30 feet down there, and the cave actually goes under here. So if you were to dive into it, it goes under there. So fun stuff. He was also telling me that during the summer, up to 35,000 people can come through this place to go swimming here. So during the summer, it's an extremely popular destination. All right, let's take a second to talk about doing photography by yourself, solo. And photography is one of those things where I feel like it's actually a sport, if you can call it that is better off alone, because you're not distracted by other people, they're not waiting on you, you're not fighting other people for certain compositions, there's no competitive ideas popping up, unless of course you're with a model and you're shooting him or her. That's a completely different story. But when you're going out and you're by yourself, you can really just soak up the scene in all of its essence and really connect with the place and create your artwork on a level that isn't the same when there's other people around, you're talking to them. So I recommend it. If you're a little bit nervous to do it, don't be. It's not like you're going to a restaurant by yourself or a movie by yourself. It's its own thing. You're just, chilling, connecting with nature. So I challenge you, go do a shoot by yourself. I was gonna load up a drone, but for some reason the rangers in Texas at these state parks are just on their game. They're always on the lookout, they're everywhere. So if you're in Texas, know that they keep these parks fucking pristine condition and they're patrolled fairly heavily. So I'm not gonna risk having a drone go off right now, even though it would be cool to get a shot from above, but can't have everything. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. Drop me a like, subscribe, comment, ask me a question, whatever you want. And I appreciate it. So I'll catch you guys next time. I'm in Texas for the next couple explorations because there's so much in Central Texas. I don't even know what to do with myself. So look out for those. Peace.